Do you know why you should start being a content creator today, right now? I'm going to share with you what it means to get into the algorithm and how to start doing content creation without spending any extra money. Hey, Jason here. If you've been following the channel, been seeing all the videos of me out in South Africa, Johannesburg, walking around, filming different areas, showing you how beautiful this place really is. And also, you've been seeing that I talk about success, which is the progressive realization of a worthy idea. Now, I think we all can agree one of the most worthy ideas most of us have for our lives is to be able to earn extra money and have more time freedom. Most of us are not happy working a 9 to 5. I'm not a 9 to 5 dude, and pretty sure if you're watching this channel, you're probably not a 9 to 5 person either. And so, what is one of the best ways you can start earning money? It's through social media. Here's the thing, almost all of us are walking around with smartphones now. All of us are always consuming at least 5 to 8 hours a day of Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or a combination of all the three, and TikTok. That's just insane how much time people spend on there. And so, why would you not start making a way to earn money off it? Also, think about it. If you're already on there, about good 76 to 80% of the world is on any form of social media at any given time. You might as well find a way to monetize it and get extra money coming in. Because the reality of it is, working a job is never going to give any of us the financial freedom that we want. It doesn't matter if you're what country you're in, whether you're in South Africa, Colombia, Panama, or in the United States. When I was working for the government, it still wasn't paying me enough money to live the life that I wanted. I had to go out here and figure out how to do it myself. And if you've been following Cece and I on Facebook and other things, when she was still around with me, you would see like we were out here hustling the whole time, figuring it out. Okay, load shedding just hit, so I'm gonna keep going. And so you want to probably start doing the same thing too if you want to start earning extra money. And one of the best ways to do that is start creating content. You can do it through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, any other platform that's out there, Discord. What's the Twitch, the streaming sites for video games. There's thousands of ways to make money now, and all it does is turn it on your phone and just looking for something different. Because most of us are still thinking opportunities are going to come from some big corporation or some job. And I'm gonna be honest with you, no opportunities are ever going to come to any of us. We have to go find the opportunities that are around us. And so social media is the biggest opportunity around all of us. And so you may be saying, well, Jason, I don't know how to start creating content. I don't have all this fancy gear and all of this. You don't need that stuff. That's the beauty about content creation. Most people nowadays do not want to see overproduced Hollywood type stuff. And if you look at some of these channels out here that have some of the best editing, best graphics, best visuals, they're some of the crappiest channels out there as far as how they're doing analytically. Meaning that people do not want to see that. People want to see real people. People want to hear real people. They want to see real stuff. They want to experience what you are experiencing. And that's one of the reasons why, if you see how I shoot my videos, now like right now I'm talking to you, I'm using my Samsung cell phone. I shoot most of my YouTube videos just from here. Now when you see me on my podcast, stuff like that, or walking in the street, I'm using this as an Insta360. Now it's an action camera and I have different lenses for it depending on what I'm doing. Now here's the catch. Do not invest in that. Do not invest in one of those. There will come a time when you need to invest in more equipment, but when you're starting out, there's no point in spending any extra money. Use what you have. And what I mean by that is use your cell phone. It doesn't matter if your camera sucks. It doesn't matter if it's not the best quality or the highest, the fastest thing. You don't need the new iPhone 14. You don't need the newest Samsung Fold and Flip. Use whatever camera you have because it's going to be sufficient for what you're doing. And when you're starting out, you don't need to be spending money. The more money you're spending right off back, the faster you're going to end up probably quitting because you're going to start seeing like, oh man, this ain't producing nothing. And I'm going to tell you why most people are not producing when they first start out. The reason being is of the algorithm. Each different social media network has their own algorithm. I think, what is it, Meta now and Instagram, they're the same, but YouTube has its own algorithm, LinkedIn has its own algorithm, TikTok has its own algorithm that the Chinese government, I think, depending on what region you're in, that they give you. And so what I mean by algorithm is so you don't go out there and waste money on people who's telling you, oh, I cracked the algorithm, because they're lying to you. They're literally lying to you, and whatever they're talking about and going to teach you is a lie. So the algorithm is artificial intelligence, meaning it is AI that is controlling that platform. And what the reason why it has AI controlling the platform is to optimize the platform for the users. So people who are watching my videos are not watching videos of people in clubs, because I don't put out any content around that type of stuff, because that's not my target audience and that's not who I am as a person. And so what I mean by that is the algorithm's job is to take the content that's being put on the platform and optimize it to try to figure out who would this content best suits. The algorithm is in your favor. It's not going against you. And the reason why most people complain about the algorithm is because they're inconsistent with their content. So what I mean by that is you want to stick to your topic area. What is the thing that you want to show? Do you want to just show people your everyday life? Then all your content should be about you out and about. And if you want to show people, if let's say if you're a competitive food eater, all your content should be centered around competitive food eating. I found this one channel today, and it was really interesting because this person has 2.3 million followers, and it's called Beard Meets Food. And it's a channel where he's just doing insane food competitions. And most people will be like, wow, 2.3 million followers, wow, he's lucky. He's not lucky, because I went through his channel and I just started looking at it and breaking it down. He's been doing this for 7 years. And when he first started out, he was not doing, he didn't have the 3 cameras set up, all the things he have now. Also, he wasn't going all around the United States, traveling and stuff to different places. He was in his car, in his home, doing insane challenges that he was creating himself. One of them was he ordered all the breakfast sandwiches from Subway and foot-long sandwiches, and he would eat them in a certain amount of time. He knew his target audience. He knew what his topic was on what he wanted to do, and he was consistent, and he was willing to put in the time. And now 7 years later, he's at 2.3 million followers, and I'm pretty sure he's making a good amount of ad revenue off of that content. Because with 2.3 million followers, you can be making great money. But however though, think about it. Are you willing to do it for 7 years? Are you willing to go through those first maybe 2 or 3 years with maybe 1 follower here, 1 follower there? You might just have 10 views on a video. Are you willing to put in the time? If not, then you have to go pay for advertisement, things like that, which isn't cheap. Because you got to remember, if you're going to go the cheap route, you need to be willing to invest time. If you're wanting to skip a lot of the time, if you want to excel your time, then you have to pay a lot of money for advertising. That's just the way the game works. And instead of complaining about it, figure out where you fit in the game. If you see here on my YouTube, I don't pay for advertising. Also with me, I'm never plan on monetizing my YouTube channel because I have other things that I do. And this is really one of my ways that I give back and share anything that I'm learning, and just showing people like, look, there's different ways out there. There's different ways to live if you want to travel around the world. And also show people like the world is safe now. We're not in a dangerous place anymore. And so you really want to look into content creation and focus on these 3 areas. Who is your target audience? Who do you want watching your channel? You don't want everybody watching your channel. I don't want everybody watching my channel. Like I tell you, like people who are looking for, just wanting to see women in different countries, I don't want you watching my channel. People who are vulgar and all of that, like I really don't want you watching my channel. People who are looking just for places to go get drunk or go clubbing, I don't want you watching my channel. So I don't create content for those people, because I don't even want the algorithm or the AI to introduce my videos to those type of people. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is it's not who I am. It's not my content. And that's the second thing. Once you know who your audience that you want to be able to watch you, what is your content? Focus on what type of content you want to produce. If your content is a lifestyle vlog, do lifestyle vlogging. If your content is walking around different areas, walk around different areas and film. If your content is centered around food, do that. If your content is around physical fitness, health and wellness, if it's about drinking water, you can create content about anything. Like, give me an example. If you're an Uber driver, like I tell every Uber driver, you should have a second phone or a camera inside your car, and just record the streets. Your content can be about driving, just driving around the streets of Johannesburg, Pretoria, or any other part of South Africa. It's something you're already doing, which is driving. So have your content close to what you do. That's why my content is centered around walking around Johannesburg. I walk around Johannesburg a lot. Also, it's centered around talking about how to be successful in happiness, health, and wealth. I study that all the time. I find new ways to apply that to my life. So that's why I share this stuff with you. And then the third thing you want to do is be consistent, meaning keep doing it over and over and over and over. You cannot stop. So like most people, they look at my channel, they're like, man, you got almost 800 videos, man, you're gonna be at 1,000 soon. But what they're not looking at is, I've been doing videos for like 7 years now. All the content not even on YouTube yet. I'm still adding old content on here. And one of the reasons why I'm adding the old content is so you can see, like, there's one video where it was sideways. It was me and CC, we were talking sideways. We didn't even know what we were doing when we first started out. Another video, if you see like the little dark spots in it, my camera was jacked up because I kept dropping my phone. But we kept doing it. We didn't make excuses. We wasn't saying, oh man, I can't afford this. Oh, we don't have this equipment. We got off our butt and we just kept doing it and doing it. And you want to do this because this is one of the things I see kill most people when they're trying to be a content creator. Like here in South Africa, when I first got here, I was looking through channels trying to see different stuff around here. So looking for what locals were talking about and things like that. I had found one channel where it was a young lady and she was a stripper that was working here. It was a really cool channel. It was really cool content. She was talking about working in the strip club, how some clubs are shady, some clubs are good, and just like how the clientele, how some people act. It was really interesting information because you never hear most strippers talking about what their life is, what's the struggles, what's the stressors of it. However, she stopped after 6 months. There was no more videos. And then when I look back at looking at the channel, it was like, oh, a video here, maybe another video in 3 weeks, oh, then 2 weeks. You have to be consistent. Set yourself a schedule. Now, you don't have to do like me and have videos coming out every day around the clock. You do not have to do that because I have a huge catalog. I'm able to schedule tons of videos for weeks at a time. I still have about maybe 200 to 300 videos that I have not scheduled yet. That's just sitting on Facebook, LinkedIn, and other places. Like, you gotta remember, I've been doing this for a minute now. And I've just now started consolidating everything to YouTube because it's just me now. With CC gone, you know, there's no point in me of how we were focused before all over the board. And so now I'm just focusing everything into the YouTube channel. And so that's what you want to do. Like, you want to be consistent. You want to know your content, what type of content you want to create. And you want to know the audience you want to speak to. Because most people be like, oh, I want to talk to everybody in the world. You don't want to talk to everybody in the world. There's a lot of weirdos out here. There's a lot of perverts out here. And there's just a lot of sick people out here too. Let's just be real. It's the internet. The internet can be good or bad. It's a safe place for everybody to be who they really want to be behind a keyboard without showing their face. So if you want to start getting into content creation, focus on those 3 areas. Make a timetable of how consistent can you be? How many videos are you willing to produce within a month? And how many days within that month do you want to do videos? And then once you do the first month, take that same schedule, copy it to the second month. What do you want your content to be? Now, if you're first getting started, it's okay. Just do a couple of random things, then you'll find that one thing that stick with you. But get started and then start making sure you're focused on what do you want your content to be. And the third thing is, who do you want to speak to? Make sure you know who you want to speak to. Like, I want to speak to people who want to be happier in life, healthier in life, and wealthier in life. Meaning they have probably entrepreneurial dreams or opening up or working bigger jobs or just reaching big goals, becoming healthier. People that don't want to just sit and eat themselves to death all day. People who want to be happy. People who don't want to just sit and complain all day. Like, those are the people that I talk to, and those are the people, if you see in the comments, that come to my channel. And so just focus on that. I highly recommend getting into content creation. If you want more ideas about content creation, things that you can do, just drop me a comment. Let me know, like, hey man, what can I do around this type of area? I'll give you some examples. Either make a video or I'll just answer your comment directly. But have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.